Hi, this is Josh Adams with Unueco Partio, and I am here at the Johnson City Veterans Memorial, which was dedicated on November 11th, 2011. Um, Here it says, freedom is not free. And the reason why I'm here is because I kind of want to just show just how much how much prestige that the United States and the citizens give towards wars and the people who fight them. This is a spot called for the POWs, prisoners of war, who are missing in action. It says "You are not forgotten," represented by a chair that no one is sitting in. Um, these types of memorials are in almost every small city in the United States, and especially every county, and at every county seat, there is some type of memorial. The state that I grew up in, Illinois, had over 100 counties, and there was over 100 of these. Here you can say, "In God we trust, that these dead shall not have died in vain." And up here is, of course, the American flag. There's no wind today, so can't really tell it too well. And as we scroll along here, you can see that we have pillars for the Korean War, which is still ongoing, World War One, World War Two, more for World War Two, Vietnam, and Middle East and Central Asia. And then these other pillars behind are various veterans who have served here in the Johnson City area. As you can see, there are a lot of these pillars. What's interesting is on the back side of these, you can kind of see the campaigns where they were fought. So you have the South Pacific in World War II when we were up against Japan. Here's a map and timeline of the Vietnam War, which we lost. And then what's even most intriguing is this one, the Middle East, Central Asia. It starts 1990 and there's no end date. This was built in 2011. And I wonder if there will ever be an end date. One of the issues that we have had, one of the issues that we have had is we have this thing in the United States called a continuing resolution against terrorism. And it basically gives a green light for any politician to say that any person in the Middle East or Central Asia is a terrorist. And if we say they're a terrorist, whether there's evidence or not, well, we can either kill that person or we can invade that nation. And the reason why I bring that up is, on the front of those pillars it said, "In God we trust." And yet, a few days ago, we assassinated a terrorist from Iran without evidence. Basically, he was just an Iranian general. Generals don't go doing terrorism. They're figureheads. Um, they're they're not on the ground doing anything. They may plan some larger campaigns, but they're like United States Joint Chiefs of Staff. They help form public defense policy and go around and say hi to people for morale. All they really are. Um, Basically, it was murder. And in the United States, we're supposed to be, democracy where there's power to the people. But I keep feeling the longer I live that the ability for the federal government to represent me or my friends and other people, it's getting less and less. And part of the vision that I have with Unueco Partio is to somehow create these types of federal or national level governments, no matter what their format is, they can somehow better reflect the values of its people, or at least lead them, lead their values. One of my criticisms of democracy is it can only represent the values of the people. So if you look around and see all these war memorials, and I could, being a veteran myself who had served for 8 years, can go around and people say, "Oh, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service." People can get voted in office just for serving. Um, does that mean that the United States will perpetually be engaged in war? It's kind of sad to think. That's why, you know, sometimes people believe in some other type of leadership, whether it's divine leadership, such as the Christian or Jewish Messiah, or the Muslim Mahdi. There's always this yearning for someone to lead, and not just represent, but to lead. And I'm not for sure how to actually go about that. I think about it constantly. But I do know that I think one of the things that I would like to see from leadership or from the majority of people is to start seeing monuments like this. Start seeing monuments like this represent peacekeepers. Have these little plaques. This person died because they fought, because they believed in peace, or they helped stop a war, or they negotiated something, or they housed refugees, or they fed the hungry, clothed the hungry, or sheltered the homeless. So I would really love someone's ideas or help or assistance. How do we create government institutions that aren't, say, authoritative, but can lead the values and morals of a people? So that way, we don't need hundreds of these pillars in every single little town. In other countries, we see large statues of war leaders and heroes. Why can't we start making these for peace? Anyway, I do hope that you have a nice day. Your comments and insights, questions, anything else, feel free to provide them on